So we're speaking to Nathaly this morning. Thank you so much for agreeing and coming in here to speak to us and tell us about your inspiring story, I guess. So tell us about the story of you meeting your husband back in the day and eventually getting married.
Okay. We met years ago, so such a long time ago.
You're in your 60s now, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And we actually, we were introduced by a friend, and we courted for like 13 years
Wow. Okay.
because of the race. He is of a different race,
Okay.
and I know my family was very against it, especially my mom. So I thought it would not come off to anything, but he persevered, and it paid off. And so we got married only after 18 years of courtship.
Wow.
Wow.
Sorry, not 18, 13 years.
13 years.
Right.
Okay. But you've been together for how long? What is your best memory of your time together?
Is it of our courtship?
The whole time.
The whole time,
Yeah.
even during marriage.
Yeah. I think the best time was when our daughter was born, and he was a very hands-on dad. He was just there for her all the time and with her, and we felt we were a family then. That I think was the best part.
Okay. But today, I understand he is not really himself anymore, and he's not really the husband that you married.
Yep.
Tell us about what happened.
In 2010, 2011, his character started changing. He has always been a very hype type person, but suddenly he started going down into like bouts of depression where he will really really get sloshed out and drunk on the sofa, and then we have an apartment in PD. There were times when we had to go and rescue him from there. We thought it was did I say PD? We thought it was his business that was failing and all that. But during the time when my daughter came back, one of the times she's doing psychology, she was doing in Australia, and she said it does not sound just normal depression from what she feels. So we took him to the doctor, and then he was diagnosed with bipolar. So he has been on medication since. But the depression part never left him. And it sort of started getting worse, even with medication. So, and then he started getting all these abnormal, obsessive behaviors. He'll go around looking for cigarette butts that have been smoked. And also, suddenly from a person of being in power and controlling, his office was quite big, he was like very dependent on you. Can I do this? Can I do that? Even can I shave? Can I brush my teeth? Can I eat? that kind of thing. So it was very difficult because we had to go work and we couldn't leave him there wandering around. He would just be he would be shirtless. He would just boxers, even no slippers, walking around the whole apartment. So friends saw and they said that it is very worrying. And then there was one time when he called me and said, "Look, I'm going up to the 10th floor." And I said, "Why?" And he said, "Yeah lah, enough lah. I had enough," he said. So that was what panicked me. And I just left everything and drove like a maniac down. But when I came back, he was like, and I said, "Why did you, what, was it a threat? Was it real?" But I think it was real at that moment in his mind. And when I sought the assistance of the doctors, they said that it's not safe for him to be alone, So that's why we put him in a home. We first took him to Ayurvedic center where he was given Ayurvedic treatment. We thought that would help because he also has psoriasis, So he was there for a few months, but they said after their treatment, they cannot really handle patients like of the mind and this kind of thing. So they said no, they cannot.
Okay. How do you feel though when at the end of the day, push comes to shove, you have to put him in a home because he's dangerous to his own life, right? How did you feel about that decision?
I guess it had to be made because it was told to us that we have to do that we have to send him somewhere for his own safety. But I think in the beginning I felt anger for being left, because we were supposed to be together in this for life. And there he is just abandoned. I felt that way. Anyway, so after that came anger. First was disillusionment. Then I was angry. Then after that was guilt. I think even now it's guilt. I feel that I don't have the power to control another person's life. And I always put myself in that position as well. Would I want to be in that kind of place where you don't have the freedom to move around, where it's locked? Of course, he moves around. He is mobile. He can move around and he does help the people around there. But it's just that four walls. But then I'm thinking the same thing. He'll be doing the same thing at home. He'll be just sitting there from the TV to the couch, from the couch to the bedroom to the couch or to the kitchen. So I don't know, but guilt is definitely there, even now.
Is there no way to treat this illness?
No, I don't think so. Bipolar, you have to be on medication. And then they also said, they did an MRI and they said that it could be early onset of dementia. But the doctors in HKL, we sought second opinion, now he's there. They disagree. They say that it's the long-term effect of medication. Because he was on lithium, that is now banned overseas. He was on lithium for a few years by our doctors. So it could be that, they said. Because he's very alert. His senses, mentally, he's alert. There are times when we don't know directions. I try and go and see him every week, sometimes twice, But he's come to a stage where he doesn't even want to talk. Even if I go and the workers will say, look, your wife is here. Why can't you just talk to her? And the owner also will be saying, but he just comes and say, hi, I'm sort of and then he'll say, okay, you can go back now.
He recognizes you, though.
Oh, yes. As I say, he's very alert. Sometimes when we go out and I'm lost, the directions and all that, he can guide you. He's still very alert.
So you still see him, you still take him out?
Oh, yes.
Right.
That's why I said that guilt part of me is still there. And I feel I have to do my part. I have to go and see him. Never mind if he's just sort of sees me for a few minutes and says, can I have my cigarettes? Can I have my food? He always likes all his snacks, But never mind. I just go.
But is he still your husband? Does he still feel like this is the same person that you married?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I think the relationship has I sort of think that it's I'm a caregiver now more than
a wife.
He doesn't even, no response from him in any of that. So
Emotional.
I don't even know,
Yeah.
emotional. I don't even know whether he knows. He knows I'm his wife, I guess. But that's about it, Just ends there.
Do you still feel the love for him like you did when you got married?
I don't think so. Because as I said, the roles have reversed. It is, I cannot feel that kind of romantic feelings anymore when I'm alone with him no, because he's just in his zoned out world and he's not even talking so it's very different.
So you're feeling guilt because you also feel pity?
Yes.
The pity has replaced the love. And is that why you feel the guilt?
The pity, yes, maybe, yeah. I would think, yeah, maybe.
Okay. Now, we understand that you've actually had a conversation with your daughter about perhaps looking for a companion for the later parts in life, right?
Yep.
Are you seriously considering this?
At this point of time, no, because I feel, you've been into marriage, like they say, you've been there, done it, bought the T-shirt, I don't want to go into that part of it again. But if a person who's really special, it has to be someone really special. I don't think I would just, because I'm happy as I am. I have my daughter, who's very important in my life, and a friend. She's a friend more than a daughter. And I have my job because I work with children, dyslexic children. And they bring a lot of joy to me, and my time is full. So at this point of time, I do not see a need for it. But I'm not going to say tall, dark, and handsome, but if a nice man comes along and swipes me off my feet, then I would want to be surprised by that.
How do you define nice? What would it take to sweep you off your feet?
Compassionate, I think. Gentle, kind, human,
But if you do meet someone like that, and I mean, when we said our marriage vows is till death do us part,
Yes.
and in your heart you know that, my husband is not exactly dead yet. He's not the same person, but he's not exactly in the ground yet. Would you feel like you're betraying him if you went out with someone else?
I don't think so. Because as I said, he's not even there. So I don't think I will. I don't know, it's very confusing. I think at the back of my mind, I would feel that I am betraying. But at the same time, I feel that I'm entitled to that, what I feel, because he has left me. It's not, I didn't do it purposely. He's just gone out of my life like that,
But did he leave you intentionally, though?
No,
Right.
no, he didn't.
In a way, because that's why you feel conflicted, right? Sometimes you're
Yeah.
wondering. Sometimes, because earlier you said he knows that you're his wife, right?
He knows, but to what point, I don't know. In his mind, I don't know. Because, oh God, he never sort of like, even when I want to, it's his birthday or something special, and I'll say, aren't you going to give me a kiss, And he'll come up and give a kiss on the cheek. I mean, I don't know. It's very conflicting. So one part of me feels that, yeah, why not? Because I'm alone and I'm fending for myself and he's taken care of. But on the other hand, I feel, like you said, conflicted.
Yeah.
Are you fed up?
Oh, in the beginning, yes. It was very dark days, those days. Really, your frustration, your moods, your everything. But, I that was bad in the beginning. But I had a lot of support, friends, family, my daughter. So
At
thank
that time,
God.
were you fed up enough to go, I'll find another man, lah?
It has never been vengeance for me. No.
Yeah, understood. But has it come? Have you ever thought about maybe divorcing him
No.
at this stage?
No. I wouldn't.
Why not?
No, because it's like, when you do things for people, when you go out of your way for charitable organization, take care of the old folks, go visit them, and here you have one on hand. Why would you want to abandon him? Even his family is not really involved with him anymore. I really don't know where he would go or what he would do. Be out on the streets, or I don't know. No, I wouldn't do that at all.
I guess what I'm trying to say is that, maybe break that tie between husband and wife, but you can still care for him as a good friend, or as someone who's been in his life previously, so that you can move on with your life. and find someone without the feeling of guilt or a feeling like you're cheating on him?
Maybe if the time arises, I might. I don't know. But at this point, no. I haven't met that tall, dark, and handsome guy. So no.
We'll be on the lookout for you, Nathaly.
Thank you.
But I mean, if you find that tall, dark, and handsome person, will you come up straight and tell them that situation with your husband straight away, or maybe you wait a while before you actually reveal all this information?
I'll see where it's heading, whether it's heading anywhere. No point just telling straight out like that. No, I won't. I will wait and see where it is heading, where it's going.
But are your friends and family members, your daughter, I know your daughter is, she wants you to date again because she wants you to be happy and not feel lonely, and have that love in your heart again. But do you are there any other family members who are against you dating?
I think our society will go, oh, no. I have friends who are supportive, yes, but I've never, some of them, yes, they feel that I should. And
they've encouraged you as well.
Yes, they have. But others, no. They just feel that I should take it on. They don't even, it's not even a question in their minds that I should date or go for someone else,
They know you're Nathaly and not Mother Teresa, though, right?
I hope so, they do.
I mean, if you do find another person, do you think it will have to lead to marriage again, or could it just be companionship?
Definitely no marriage. No. Once is enough. I'm looking for a companion. At this point, and I said no. I do not face any void or vacuum in my life. But if further down the road I do, it's for companionship. I don't even think I would want to live in together. I would want my own place, my own space, and let him have his space, and we'll meet a few times a week, because what I miss like most is the social life. When my husband, when we were together, we had a very active social life. And now I find, I'm by myself at home. So that kind of thing is more, I think it's like for going out, for fun times, but no marriage.
What if he wants it? What if he's like the one you feel, wow, this guy, we do so many things together and he really has a great time with you, and he says, let's get married. How would you do it? How would you? No?
No.
And then that's the end of that relationship.
I guess. I don't know
marriage...
how it can be worked out or what. No, but no, I don't know. I just feel that maybe I feel betrayal. Maybe that's the time I should consider divorce. I don't know. But at this point, no lah.
So at this point, remarrying is a deal breaker for you.
Yes.
If the man wants to be married again, then it's a deal breaker for you. But what do you think about other people who might, spouses might have passed on or maybe imprisoned for life? What do you think about them moving on with their life with another companion?
I have no qualms. I do not judge people. And I think it depends on the personality, the character of the person. Some people are very, they must have someone in their lives. They must have someone with them all the time. So be it. If that's just what they feel, then fine. I'm not going to judge anybody. Others might feel not. They have other things. I know a lot of married women who say when their husbands are old, oh God, that those days, the younger days were good. We had all the fun, but now no. Let him be, and I want to be.
Actually, I've heard of a lot of stories where older couples, they actually sleep separately, like in separate rooms. And
yes.
In
True.
different beds sometimes, even in the same room, but different beds.
But they're married.
Yes. I'm telling you, because there is a saturation point to marriage, I guess, Enough, you've had enough, you have got then you change as you grow older. And you need not necessarily like that person that you are married to anymore, but you live together.
And that at that point, they're just your companion for life.
That's right.
Yeah.
I think that is very correct.
Okay.
So that's the evolution of a marriage.
Yes.
Ultimately, you can't stand each other, but then you stay together.
I think so, yes.
What?
Yes.
Because of the vow made,
you-
right?
You find that you
He's only been married for 2 years, so he doesn't know
Yeah,
yet.
but I've been with my wife for like 20 years. We've known each other for a while. Yeah.
So you're like me also.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I haven't gotten to that point where I can't stand her or she can't stand me yet. though.
It's not being able to stand each other. It's just like you just go your separate ways. You know, you have got your stuff, you've got your stuff, and they just go their way. Like you said, there are some people who sleep in the same room but separate beds. They cannot be in the same bed. Not cannot. I think they choose not to. I don't know.
Yeah. So are you saying earlier that your daughter is like your best friend now? How important is her approval for you to be able to see someone else again?
She's very, very broad-minded. In fact, she's the one who's asking me, you should look for someone. And I think I learned the phrase, I do not judge from her. I've got lots of flaws, but she always tells me, no, Mom, I do not judge you. So I think she would be my number one supporter if I do.
So what if you're with the man who has swept you off your feet
Yeah.
and you're in love, right? And then you said that you're not even considering marriage, but then at that point he asks you, let's get married. You're like, oh my goodness, I'm like a little girl again. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are holding hands in love, and then your daughter says, that's not the man for you. How would that work?
Ooh. First of all, I can't see her doing that.
Really? Okay.
Because I think she will leave it to me. She's not going to be my judge of the person that I'm going to go out with. I guess she knows I'm not going to, because we're sort of like on the same wavelength kind of thing. I don't think I'm going to do something drastic or something like that. That she's going to disapprove, that I'm going to disapprove of.
All right. All right, Nathaly, I think that's about it. Any last advice for someone who's probably in your same situation and feel like they're being judged if they actually feel like they need another companion?
No, I think they should just listen to their gut feeling. Just go with the flow. If you feel that you want someone in your life, there's nothing wrong with that. Those people out there who are judging you are not living your life. They don't know what you are going through. So you should be in charge of your own life. If you feel you want to go out, by all means go out. If you feel you want to get married, by all means get married. You want a live-in companion, by all means. Or you don't want any of that at all. It's all up to you. No judging again.
Thank you so much. That was great.